You're a wizard, Harry.
I'm a what?
A wizard. And a thumping good one, I'll wager too.
Uncle Dursley? Aunt Petunia?
Crucio! I should not have said that. I should not have said that.
Up. 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 Eye of Newt, Heart and Thumb. Turn this water into rum.
Expelliarmus! Avada Kedavra! What's up, dudes and dudettes, all you awesome people? Welcome to the Geeky Heathen channel. I am Glenn, the Geeky Heathen, here with a tag challenge video. I was tagged in the Magical Tag 2020. I'll go ahead and leave descriptions in the link down below if you want to play along, if you want to get tagged yourself, along with links to the person who tagged me. Thanks, Jess and Peyton. And also links to the originator, the creator of this tag, because I really like this tag and I think you should go check them out, the channels. It's an awesome tag. It may sound to you like it's going to be Harry Potter only, but it's not just Harry Potter. It's called the Magical Tag, and some of the questions you may think he's going to answer a Harry Potter answer here. I think I may surprise you. So it's split into 4 different sections because there is 22 questions. So let's just jump straight into it. Yeah, I got my tablet with me because there's no way I'm remembering 22 questions. Question number 1. Favourite magical potion / drink? For me, it's a transformation potion. One that I take daily to transform me from a zombie into a normal person. And that is coffee. I love my coffee. That is the best potion ever. Question 2. Favourite magical book? I am a huge magical fan, or fantasy fan, and I think that's really difficult to choose just one book. If I had to choose just one book to be my favourite magical book, I would have to choose Fool's Errand, which is book 1 of the Tawny Man trilogy by Sarah Douglas, one of my favourite authors, and that book is fantastic. Favourite magical TV series? Sabrina is a good current one, along with Lock and Key. That's a good TV series. Charmed was amazing back in the day. But TV series, I'm going to go with Supernatural. I love Supernatural, and I think there is episodes for people who like so many different genres and different things. There's comedy episodes, there's serious episodes. I really like Supernatural. That's my favourite magical TV series. Favourite magical movie? That is a tough one. I class Star Wars as a magical movie. I know it's more sci-fi, but there's a lot of magical elements in it. I'm really tempted to pick Disney Pixar's Onward at the moment as well, because that's my current favourite movie. But I also like a lot of older fantasy. A lot of movies like Dark Crystal, Labyrinth, Conan, Red Sonja, Neverending Story. There's so many different classical fantasies that I love. Movies, Harry Potter movies, great. I'm going to go with the fantasy movie that started my journey into the realm of fantasy, kicked it all off, and that is Willow. Favourite magical item in your collection? As a heathen, you may expect me to choose something heathen related. I have a lot of runes. I carve my own runes. I bought runes. I have lots of different rune sets. But the reality is, my favourite magical item in my collection is this Shaman Stone. I am not normally a person to collect crystals and gems and stones. I was in my local magic shop and I was drawn to this, and I had to buy it. I had to pick it up. Scientifically speaking, if you're interested, what this is a sandstone center with an iron ore encasing around it. These were used by Native Americans as, like, they would use them for grounding forces. They would also use them for shamanic journeys and things like that. I picked it up and I was drawn to it, and I really like it. That's my favourite magical item in my collection. Favourite magical person. This can be either a real person or a fictional character. That's a fairly easy one for me. My favourite magical person is a fictional character. It is Quoth from The Kingkiller Chronicles by Patrick Rothfuss. If you haven't read The Name of the Wind, I implore you to go and read it. It's one of the most fantastic fantasy books I've ever read. And this character, Quoth, is so captivating. He's a tavern keeper, and when he tells you his story, the whole book is him telling his story to describe, and it's just capturing the whole way through. I'm enraptured. I just absolutely love that book, and I love that character, and I wish that character was real. I wish I could meet that character and have him tell me his story myself. Favourite magical thing about yourself? I would say it's my ability to see the good in everyone. A lot of people see it as a weakness in me. I see it as a good thing. This ability to put faith into people regardless of their past actions or what a person has done and said. I see the good in everyone, and a lot of people see it as a weakness, and a lot of people take advantage. I get that, but I see it as a good thing. Luke had faith in his father Anakin. Rey had faith in Kylo, and that's the faith that I have in a lot of people. That's the end of the general section. I did say there was 4 sections. The first one is general. The second one is Harry Potter. So let's begin the Harry Potter questions. Which house were you sorted in on Pottermore? I have only been on Pottermore once, and I will never go on Pottermore again, because I went on Pottermore just to answer this question. I was like, okay, I'll go do it now. I know my house, yeah, but Pottermore sorted me into Hufflepuff. I am Slytherin. I will not go onto Pottermore again. What is your second/undercover house? Well, Slytherin's my house. If I had a second or undercover one, sure, Hufflepuff. I'll go Hufflepuff, that's fine. Favourite class at Hogwarts? I thought really long and hard about this one. Initially I thought, it would be mythical creatures. Training the creatures would be fantastic, but if I was in the wizarding world and I was getting wizarding knowledge, the one thing that I would really want to learn, and would be my favourite class, would be Defence Against Dark Arts. I would want to learn as much of that as possible. Who at Hogwarts would be your best friend? I never really had best friends, to be honest with you. It was kind of I wasn't quite a loner. I mean, I had friends, but I've never had best friends. I've always just been someone who can get on with people and be friends with people, but no one's ever become like a best friend. Just, hang around and still know me. If I could choose anyone, any character out of the whole of Hogwarts, I would choose Luna. Luna's fantastic. I'd love to hang out with Luna. Favourite villain? Voldy. Has to be Voldy. He's the super villain. He's the one super powered villain. He's the villainous villain. Voldy. Favourite Weasley? Fred or George? I still don't know which is which. They kind of come as a package deal, so you can't just pick one or the other. They're both together. Fred and George. Favourite shop in Diagon Alley? Flourish and Blot's bookseller. Because, Wizarding World aside, in the normal world, I'm a huge fan of books. I love reading books. If I was in the Wizarding World, I would be in that bookshop all the time buying books, especially Wizarding books. Fantastic. Now we go on to the Would You Rather section. Would you rather A. Participate in the Triwizard tournament, or B. Spectate in the Triwizard tournament? Participate. Purely because, as a spectator, that's got to be a boring event. The underwater one, you just saw the top of a lake. You didn't see anything. And the maze one, you saw a hedge growing. You were watching it, literally watching a hedge grow. That's possibly almost as boring as watching football. So definitely participate. Would you rather A. take Crabbe, or B. Goyle to the Yule ball? Toss a coin. I really do not know the difference between them. I'd rather take none of them. But if I had to take one of them, toss a coin. I really don't see any difference between them. Would you rather spend a day in the life of A. Dolores Umbridge, or B. Rita Skeeter? I would choose Dolores Umbridge, because if I was spending a day in their life, I feel like I could actually help people if I was in Dolores Umbridge life. If I went to the Ministry of Magic and I was stood trial over something as Dolores Umbridge, I'd give it a fair trial and I would help out the person. Whereas if I was Rita Skeeter, I'd just be a bug on a wall listening to people. I'm not really interested in listening to people, but if I could help someone by being Dolores Umbridge for a day, sure. Would you rather A. vomit snails, or B. lose the bones in your arm? Vomiting snails sounds painful. Pretty certain that should have been slugs. Slugs wouldn't have been as bad, I'd say, because they're Harry Potter, he vomits slugs, they're slimy, I think they're kind of easier. But as it's snails, I wouldn't want to vomit snails, that sounds painful. I would go for lose the bones in my arm. I'd regrow it overnight with Skelly Grow anyway, and it'd probably come back stronger. On to the miscellaneous section. This is the last 4 questions. If you could have a magical/mythological pet, what would it be? I wish you didn't say pet, I wish you said creature. I would probably say like an orc. I'm a huge orc fan. But as it's a pet, specifically a pet, it would be either a Hungarian horntail or a basilisk. As I already own a snake, I'm a huge snake fan, I would probably say basilisk. I'd love to have basilisk, that would be so awesome. If you could own any magical power, what would it be and why? Wizardry. Wizardry is a magical power I want. I would love to be a wizard in the Harry Potter world. So long as you can cast spells, you can go to Flourish Blot's, the bookseller, get a book of spells, and how amazing would it be to cast a few spells, have the house cleaning itself, dinner cooking itself. Oh, I want to do some Mrs. Weasley spells. Yes, please. If you could apparate, where would you go? I'd probably get rid of my car, save some pennies, apparate to the shops and back. Shopping done. Nice and simple. I'm assuming it means somewhere special. What would be nice to me would be then on days off when Fairy's off, my fiance, when she's off work and I'm off work, it would be nice to be able to apparate somewhere and spend a day with her. Maybe somewhere like Hadrian's Wall. There's some absolutely beautiful sights along there. I'd love to apparate with her in the morning up there, take a walk, look at some beautiful sights, apparate somewhere for lunch, apparate back, have another bit of walking, sit down, have a campfire, eat some food, watch the sunset, and then apparate home. I would love to do that. What magical item is on your wish list? Okay, let's bring this back into the geeky collectible side of things and finish off with the Harry Potter one, shall we? Magical item on my wish list is the Ron chess piece Funko Pop. I haven't bought it because I don't think I've got space for big pops. I have seen it a few times, and each time I've seen it, it's not been on payday. If it was on payday, I probably would have picked it up by now, because I really, really like that Funko Pop. I think it looks fantastic and I'd love to have it, but I'm trying to center myself and not get too many big pops and run out of space quickly. That has been the end of the Magical Tag 2020. Thank you very much for watching all of it. Feel free to tag yourself. I'm not going to tag people. I know people want to be tagged all the time. I don't know who's been tagged, who hasn't been tagged. Feel free to tag yourself and let me know down below if you have taken part, or just leave the answers down below if you want, along with the normal YouTube stuff. Comment, like, share, subscribe down below. Answer the questions. There'll be a list of questions in my description down below, along with links to the person who tagged me, Jess and Peyton from Absolute Unboxing, awesome YouTubers, and also a link to the originator of this challenge, which I've really enjoyed. I've really enjoyed the challenge. I hope you enjoyed it. Leave me a thumbs up if you did. But I'll get in it here, guys. I don't waffle on far too long. I'm the Geeky Heathen. As always, much love. Until next time, stay awesome.